Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk. For Impact fans, right here on the YouTube and the Twitch. And please pardon my phone because it's going a little cuckoo. And what in the hell is wrong with my light? God, I don't get on here for like a few days and like everything's kaflooey. All right, we'll go with that. How's everyone doing tonight? Been a bit of a quiet week for me. I've been dealing with some, we'll just call them health issues. Okay, we'll just call them health issues. Not going to get into everything, but we are here. I am feeling a little bit better, so we're going to do what we can to get through this evening and hopefully entertain the masses. But enough about me. How are you guys doing tonight? Starting to see some familiar faces in the chat. And if you're not a chatter, that's lovely. It's all good. Just remember to smash that like button, smash that sub button if you're digging the content, and ring that bell for notifications. Everything from tonight is going to go live in about here over 20 minutes. God, this other computer is just dying. Rayline with the bits. What a lovely way to start the evening. Thank you, Brother Ray. Can we get some R's in the chat for Brother Ray? Is that what all the hip kids do? I don't know. Oh, goodness. Oh, we'll get into a little bit of that, Bills boy. Just give me a minute. We're just getting started here. I'm warming up. I'm warming up, as they say. My favorite nephew's in here too, Gary. Gary from Gary's Movie Emporium. Good evening. Who's going in Swingers Dungeon? Oh, dear God. But yes, like you saw Rayline start off the evening with a few bits. Thank you so much, brother. You too, if you want to tip one of your favorite podcasts, you can cheer bits. You can, let me jump on the old Twitch here and see if that sale is still happening. It doesn't look like it is. It was for like the longest time, and it goes back and forth. But nonetheless, you can sub, you can give subs. One of our lovely repeat supporters gifted out a bunch of subs last week on the old Twitch. You never know who's going to do that on Twitch. The Twitch folks is still alive and well. If you're Team YouTube, whereas most of our lovely viewers / supporters are, you can jump in the old super chat or super sticker. If you want to tip one of your favorite podcasts as well. But like I said, at least smash that like button and smash that sub button if you're new and you're digging this live content. Man, this old computer of mine is just it's killing me. I need to start it up like a half an hour ahead of time or something. My God. I don't even do much on it either. It needs a doctor. It needs a doctor. Oh. Hunk is watching a hockey game. All right. I suppose that is a thing that's going on, isn't it? Mayor's interested in the hockey too. That's interesting. Oh, Bell's boys coming at me with the hard-hitting questions here. All right, we'll start at the top here. What does this say? It says J-Bone is here. Hooray! Want to get your opinion on a few things. First off, your reaction to Johnny Elite's debut last night on Dynamite. Former Impact World Champion Johnny Impact. I was happy with it. I was a little surprised we didn't get the typical graphic that followed it saying Johnny Elite is all elite with the, like they've done so many times before with so many new hires. So apparently the door is open, but this is not the beginning of his AEW career. As in, he's not officially signed yet. Which certainly leaves fans like us who watch Impact on a regular basis, and if you were a fan of Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, whatever you would like to call it, the man, he may return to where he was a few years ago. Let me know in the comments if you want to see Johnny Mundo, former Impact World Champion, Johnny Impact, return to the Impact Zone. Leave it in the chat. Slowpoke says he's in Wisconsin for the first time and eating A&W for the first time. Big first timers here. Where are you in Wisconsin that you have an A&W? Actually, you know what? There's a couple close. I'll say semi-close to here. Semi-close to here. I know there's one south of me in Franklin. You're in Oshkosh. That's not too far. That's, I want to say, west of Appleton, Fond du Lac area. I believe my geography is a little rusty on stuff like north and northwest of us. What you doing in Oshkosh, brother? Oh, wait, is there that ACW thing going on this weekend? There was some big thing happening, headlined by, Jiminy Christmas. It's Hornswoggle's company, ACW. I can't think of. Yes, meeting Bischoff tomorrow. Well, good for you, dude. Awesome. Good for you. Is that like an all weekend thing? I did see stuff for it, but not a lot of stuff is necessarily in my budget lately. Good for you, though. That's awesome. Hope you have fun. I'm trying to think of the other Page. I think Ethan Page is part of it. He's been there before. There's a few other. Malachi Black. That's the big name that's going to be there. I think Cross is going to be there. There's a few big names. Well, big-ish, depending on what you like and what you're paying attention to. Taya went to the Calgary game last night. Okay. Larry says, I'd like Impact back. Men's division needs a big name face. It'd be great to see him back. I think he would really I don't know. Would he fit in? I mean, he kind of fit in last time because he, along with so many Lucha Underground, or I should say former Lucha Underground, roster members, TV personalities, whatever you want to call them, came over. Willie Mack, Drago, Pentagon, Phoenix. So many. That was an exciting time. They even did their own pay-per-view. That was the Twitch launch weekend, I believe. Coinciding with WrestleMania in New Orleans. That was a blast. That was when I really, or shortly before that, but right around that time, I really started paying attention. All right, I missed a couple other things. And the Naomi Sasha situation. Love to hear your professional podcasting opinions. I really can't give one on that. I heard they walked out. I know they mentioned it live. They even put out a press release, whatever you want to call it. I really don't know. Because we're only hearing one side of it. So I really can't say nothing about it. I know they dropped the tag titles on John Laurinaitis' desk. It said, suck it. No, I'm kidding. TJB says it's a work. I don't know. I tell you what's funny. I tell you what's really funny is all the people I see say, oh my God, they walked out on the company. Are we going to see Naomi and Sasha Banks in Impact Wrestling next week? It's like, dude, whatever you're smoking, you need to start sharing. Seriously, you need to start sharing. Impact fans were biased, and we say that the Impact Wrestling Knockouts women's division is the best women's division in wrestling. It's all subjective. I've said this a million times. It's all subjective. But come on. Why don't you hope they go to MLW? They need the most help in the industry for women. But that's a joke. Not a joke that they need help, but a joke that a name that big would actually go there. But like I said, you never know. They're not fired. They're still on the roster page. So who knows? Like I said, we're only hearing one side of it, and that side is it's there. It doesn't say much. Obviously, we haven't heard behind the scenes things yet. So, like I said, I really don't have anything to say about it. It's not the first time somebody walked out of a company, Bill should be here sometime, hopefully. All right, so let's get the old Spectrum tab fired up here. Summer of Punk? What? So goofy. Turn this volume down. Get the guide going here. Scroll all the way down to channel. What channel are we on here? Oh, dear God, don't click on that. We don't want that. The next channel is the Reels channel, and they have a special on Jeffrey Dahmer, Killer Cannibal on. No, we're not watching that tonight. Roots of Rage, Jiminy Christmas. No, we're not. We're not watching that. I grew up with that stigma of my hometown, so no, we're not watching that. The special right now is Impact in 60. All right. That reminds me, I gotta take care of something real quick. Let me know as we're warming up here. Let me know what you guys are most excited for tonight. Looks like we got some Ultimate X qualifying stuff going on. We also got the tag team titles on the line. Briscoes defending for the first time. Because someone's catching in their replay right now. No, it's Impact Night. We're not doing that. Look for another slam teaser with that TNA chest Josh found. We might. We just might. There's a bunch of knockouts on the show tonight. There's a 3-on-3. We got Deonna Purrazzo, Tasha Steeles, and Savannah Evans versus Taya Valkyrie, Jordan Grace, and Mia Yim. Oh my Lord. And of course, as you see behind me here, we got the Honor No More boys, the OGK versus the Bullet Club. All sorts of stuff. Looks like it's going to be a real fun show. You're hoping the Good Brothers give the Magic Killer to Swinger tonight? Jiminy Christmas. That's not very nice. Just don't mind me, folks. I got to take care of a little personal business before we kick things off here in about 5 minutos. What else is happening? He was going to ROH and New Japan to defend the W title, but sat home for 2 weeks. Who was that? Got a few minutes here. All right. Later, Paul. Have a good evening. You said you were having lunch with an old friend or whatever. That's awesome. Hope you have fun. Oh, it looks like the Twitch special is still going. I don't know why I didn't see it from one account, but from another account, I'm seeing you can gift a sub 20% off right now. That's pretty good. It's like $3 and something. That's not bad. So if you're on Team Twitch, you can certainly do that. You also get a free sub. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free sub on Twitch. Why not make it TNI? That's what I do. All right, we got a couple minutes here. What else is shaking tonight? What's everybody having tonight for dinner and or a snack while we're watching some Impact Wrestling? This is Homecoming from a couple years ago. 2-3 years ago, it looks like. Pentagon and Phoenix versus LAX. One of the greatest rivalries in Impact Tag Team Wrestling in the last, I'd say, 5 years. Both these guys obviously moved on to bigger and better things, but their legacy stands as one of the best things in professional wrestling right here. Oh my God, these matches were just bonkers. So bonkers. So much fun. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. Fight forever. The TNI Facebook chat is fun tonight. No comment. Homecoming 2019, Tennessee Fairgrounds, site of Slammiversary this year. Different building, though, I believe. I believe this is the old building. This is that building right before they tore it down, I believe, within the next year, pre-pandemic. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how that went. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight, Bill.
J-Bone.
What is up, brother?
Much. How you guys doing tonight?
You are just in time for the main event. No,
different show.
Yeah, right. We've had enough talk. Oh, wait, shit, wrong show.
The Bone Man is back.
I am her. Whoa. So how you doing tonight, man?
Doing good.
Home from all your travels.
Yeah, no, it was it was a crazy little bit going out to the Kentucky/Ohio shows with Dave, driving out there, driving back, coming back for a day, working, going like driving through the night, going straight to work, then flying out that next morning to Florida in preparation for the tapings. So
my goodness.
And then obviously I kept busy while before the tapings. I did the theme parks every day, took in multiple wrestling shows while I was down there as well. I did
just a few.
Yeah, I did NXT. I did.
How was that? I mean, we're not going to review it on here or anything, but how was your experience at NXT? Because it looks so drastically different from what it did, like, a few years ago.
I actually thought it was pretty fun. I thought it was a good time. It reminded me a little bit of like the old Impact Zone. Obviously, the difference is they use white walls, like very bright for like a studio.
Right.
But I liked, like, I didn't know most of the people on that show, like not even as like indie wrestlers. Like most of them are performance center people that were developed from the ground up, and I thought that was interesting seeing like a new batch of people. You can tell it's probably a lot of regulars that go to those shows, and like they get obviously real into it. Like they're into it. So obviously it's like it's a free ticket, but you got to get on lists and all kinds of stuff like that. So I don't think it's like the easiest ticket, but it's not a paid ticket. But there's like you got to hop on a bus to go there. Like you just don't drive up there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so you hop on a bus. Then as you kind of go in, they seat you. I guess depending on where you come in on the bus and how many are in your party and all that. But no, it was a good time. It was definitely something different. I'm glad I was able to do it because I know like it was kind of not at the same time when I was down there previously for different trips for wrestling down there. So. But if you're in the area and can make it happen, it's definitely worthwhile if you're a wrestling fan to check it out. Because it was a decent amount of wrestling because like they tape other stuff before they go live, so there was a good amount.
Now you also took part in the Florida tapings on the 13th and 14th, I believe it was.
Correct.
Now this came out like a few days later. Did you hear anything about the NXT stalker trying to get in down there?
The NXT stalker? I don't even know who that is.
Oh, Google NXT stalker.
Okay, if I take a look, I might be able to confirm it, but let me take a look. Tried to get in as in didn't get in?
I heard he was like outside trying to get in or something and couldn't, or like maybe he was like they were out keeping an eye out for him. Why this guy is not like put away in an insane asylum is beyond me. He's sick. He's like sat outside the performance center and like smeared poop on the wall. And
really?
He's a sicko. Absolutely. Like not just like creepy, but no, he's legit.
Yeah, not Sam
sick in the head.
Shaw. Not a creepy bastard.
No, we like Sam Shaw. No. All right, we got X Division qualifying going on here. We got Bailey versus Laredo Kid. Oof. The fans are into this.
Let's see.
Now this is very deceiving because it almost looks like there isn't a ton of people here, but you can see bleachers behind these rows of people.
Yeah, it depends on like different times how they shot it because it was kind of funny. Like I'm there. The tickets say there. 7 o'clock. The tickets say 7 o'clock.
Right.
But they opened the doors because there was like a lobby with the merch and all. Maybe about 10 of 6 near 6 p.m. They started filming certain BTI digital media stuff at like 6:30, but there wasn't many people there. And like Penzer's like, where is everybody? I'm like, nobody knows to show up early. Why would they think that?
Right. Show says
I
7.
do because I go to the shows, but if they're going to, and then they made a big thing about saying, well, get here early tomorrow night for the next set because we're going to do these bonus matches. But they don't really advertise them, and they don't always do them. They usually do them, but they don't always do them.
They got to change the ticket time then.
They should. They should advertise it as earlier if they know they're going to do dark matches.
At least an hour earlier, just so you get people in the building.
Yeah, because usually you can assume doors open roughly an hour before a ticket says.
Right.
But once again, if you don't go shows often, you might not. And you think of that as bell time normally in wrestling. You see a time, you're like, oh, that's got to be bell time.
Mayor's asking about attendance numbers.
That like an open venue like that, Mayor, you can kind of imagine similar to the other Florida, like the venue, similar setup, big open area, the bleachers on each side. I know Mayor sat in the bleachers when they were in Pembroke Pines. So it felt roughly the same. Like, once again, it's a thing where it filled up just like all these tapings as the night went on. Like when you got to like 7:15, 7:30, that's when like it reached its peak of people. But I would say probably Saturday night had more people. So I would go, once again, it wasn't a huge venue. I think it's maybe in the 500 range, like number of people, I would think.
Okay.
It felt like almost like an impact zone, like size wise. So I would say it was roughly in that, with probably a little bit more people on Saturday night than it was on Friday, but not crazy different, maybe 10%, 15% difference. But I'd say it hovered in that 500 range from afar.
Okay. Yeah, and the crowd is, this audience is alive enough where we haven't complained about, well, they're going to mic the crowd and stuff like that. We haven't talked about doing that kind of stuff in a long time. These guys are. Mm-hmm. Then again, how could you not? You can't sit on your hands for action like this. This is cuckoo. Whoa. Thank you for the bits, Punk. Much love, brother.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully everyone enjoyed Under Siege. Sorry, I did not make the review for that, I don't believe.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Because I think we did it a couple days later, right? That's why I think I missed it.
Right. It just, yeah, it was.
I think I was already at another show by then.
I think you were. You were in the midst of a 19 out of 20 day run with doing show. But the review last week was short and sweet.
It blew my mind, Jay, because I was on my way back to jump on, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, it's over? I'm like, all right, I won't rush. I'll slow down my trip back. Because I was at an indie show last Thursday. I was at ARW where Diener and Vincent were on that show.
Yeah. There we go. Speedball climbing up to the top rope here. Oh, missile drop kick. Get a kip up. Oh, that boy's fired up. Like, every time I watch Speedball Mike Bailey, I feel like, okay, he's definitely settling into the roster. And by no means am I saying this as in fans are going to get bored by him. But just when you think you start to like, okay, he's going to pull off this move, he's going to pull off this move, No, he starts doing stuff that he may have done before, but I certainly don't remember. It's like, what the hell move was that?
Yeah, so I assume next week we get the Florida tapings. This, I guess, is the last night of Ohio.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know exactly. It's,
because they taped roughly 4 weeks, and that would take us to Slammiversary. So it should, unless it'll be interesting to see if there's any mix between, like, do we see a little bit of a mix tonight? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, kick out. Oh, driver 1, 2. Oh my God. Dude, Speedball is tough.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it, Jay. That was Saturday and Sunday, Under Siege and the tapings. Work Monday. Travel to Florida Tuesday, NXT that night. Wednesday, no wrestling. Although there was almost a wrestling associated thing going on that day, but that didn't happen. Then Thursday was ARW. Friday, Saturday, Impact Florida. Sunday, back in Philly for New Japan.
How was that?
That was good. It was funny because I was almost sat on the corner, but right behind Matthew Raywalt, the Drama King, doing commentary. And he's like, "What are you doing here?
That's right.
Me." I'm like, "I'm on the loop, pal."
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Bill's a wrestling slut.
Oh, it was good to see. I see Slowpoke in the chat. Good to see Slowpoke out in Ohio for these tapings. Well, he was there not for the tapings, for Under Siege. He was there just for Under Siege.
Oh, okay.
He was actually in the same row, a couple people down at Under Siege.
Nice.
You want to look out for Slowpoke.
Slowpoke was saying earlier he's actually in Wisconsin tonight.
Is he? Wait a second. Is there a show in Wisconsin tonight?
Oh, it's this weekend.
Is this? Are you going? I know you've been under the weather. Now.
No. If I do anything, I may meet up with Bailey. Sneaks one out. Amazing. Trent may pop up here. We may do lunch on Saturday. But I am feeling better than
Is Trent doing the Control Your Narrative tour right
now? He went to a few. I don't know how many he went to.
Okay, because they're doing their Midwest loop right now, like Cleveland, Milwaukee, and Chicago, I guess.
I think they already did that. They did that all in a matter of like 3 days in a row. I think that was last weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's everyone's thoughts on Speedball Mike Bailey here? Big win over Laredo.
Yeah, that is a huge win.
But too, and right now, Laredo feels like another guy we don't really talk about. He is an X Division kind of staple now, Laredo. He's been here a while.
We get a promo from Ace in Japan, which we're gonna do updates on him for the review.
Oh.
Ace making history. Oh. Yeah, that's a nice promo from Ace.
It's great promo by Ace.
Yeah, especially the fact that he's over there right now and they included it in the show, live.
I'm sure that
tonight.
was part of the thinking and doing all this, but see, that's the key. Like, it goes back to like when Tessa didn't do that, send in like video promos, but like that's why Ace is backbone of this company right now.
Very important. Very important.
Because look at the mileage you're going to get out of that. Like, people will be talking about that on social media. Like, that's a key. And we know, obviously, he's not going to be on TV for a while, was the whole plan because he was in Japan. But this now gets him on TV.
Right. And New Japan has been very, very kind to Ace on his first tour, as in, putting promos out there from him, showing, I think they showed a highlight or two on social media. Impact fans can't get enough of this stuff. I didn't watch all of his matches. Like, I skipped the tag matches he was involved in, but I did watch
Tiger
the
Mask.
tournament. Yeah, Tiger Mask. Yeah, there's a couple other veterans they've been throwing in there too. I'm not familiar with the names, but I recognize them. But he had 2 tournament matches, and he won both. Mm-hmm. Have you watched those matches, Bill?
I saw pretty much all that first match, but I have not watched a tag match either. I got to catch up. I got so wrestled out. I am.
I don't blame you.
Anything televised has been, or on like the PC, has been lost to me over the last like 2 weeks.
Right.
If it hasn't been live, and I haven't seen it.
There's one from the 15th. That's the first one. And then a singles match, a tournament one from the 18th. Yeah. At least watch those because they are both great matches. And I can't wait to talk about them.
Yeah, I saw a lot because I think just through a bunch of clips. I saw that first one he had. But I got to get
Clark
caught up.
Connors.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm a fan of his. That LA Dojo first class.
A lot of impressive. Like, obviously, you wouldn't have known a lot of names. They build them up. And that's smart. That's what a company should do, is build up a lot of their own guys. And like, I'll say this, like, I went with Dave on Sunday, and that's mainly New Japan Strong with a smattering of the main New Japan guys. Plus, like, the Good Brothers were there. And like, Dave's like, that's one of the best wrestling shows I've been to. And once again, you go into it, you don't know a lot of the names and stuff, but the wrestling's really good.
Right. And it's if you're that kind of fan where you just want to watch damn good wrestling, you'll find new favorites.
Yeah, like, they don't like do squash matches, or even like every match is at least 10 minutes in New Japan.
Right.
They don't do 5-minute matches, even for their TV, because this was for their TV. Right. They don't do like squashes. It's all like, you got a 10-minute match, you got a 15, you got a 20. They give matches time. But Ace, I tell you, it was a key. that they put that title on him before that. The one thing I do not question about New Japan and pretty much all of Japanese wrestling, if somebody has a belt, there's a lot of respect put on that belt. That he came over with a belt, that's part of the thing I think they're like honoring Impact with. It's like, he's your champion. We're not going to make him look bad. T. Hughes with Mike Bailey looks like a young Eric Bischoff.
Ooh.
Eric Bischoff, I heard, was in the news lately, making comments.
Yeah, him and I don't know, he's knocking stuff from AEW or something, and people from AEW bite back, and
That's the thing. It's a lot of these people, I think, just want to get reactions out of people's, and people feed into it. Just ignore. Slowpoke here. He's pulling he's doing AIW this weekend with Conrad and Bischoff tomorrow. Okay. Speaking of
right,
Bischoff, there he is.
Here we go with another promo with Josh. This may be the same one that they showed last week, where Josh is walking through the old Tennessee, Nashville fairgrounds building.
Oh yeah, the thing where he found the TNA container.
Yeah. But now people are wondering if they're going to evolve this promo, and they're going to
is there going to be a new ending to it? Is he going to open it or
is he going to open the box or something?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Very interesting promo.
I love the look on his face, and he's like, And with the music that's playing, it's almost like Su Yung should jump out or something.
I feel like Su Yung has to be soon.
I hope she is, but you never know what.
You never know. Like, I think she's probably, I would imagine, getting close to ring ready if that's what she wants.
Oh, here's the Cardonas. Look, even this guy sends in a promo. He's on his honeymoon.
And that's another one. You're right. That's another guy that has not been available lately. Another one with a title. But he's doing the work.
He's all over the place. I ain't going to knock him.
Yeah, he's doing like an NWA show named after him.
Right. Oh. Look at those two.
Hey, well,
just living the life.
Settle down, Jake.
Got married in January. Why wait till May to go on your honeymoon? It depends on prices and travel opportunities. You know,
and honestly, it could be was so booked up with wrestling. He may not have been. He may have been like, "Where's my free weekends?"
Right, and it's not like he's world champ. You know, he's got a.
Now, T. Hughes, I noticed a question here. Do you think Impact should bring back Elevation X? For every so many years, I am okay with Elevation X. I think it may have been Trent that may have been anti-Elevation X. Because there's only two of them, I believe. There hasn't been many. I'm not against it, but I know a lot of the wrestlers did not like that match. But I know that came out today because I know there's like some Twitter account or something putting out like every hour. It seems like I'm hearing this, like a lot of fake wrestling news, but I wouldn't count on that returning anytime soon. Although I did hear somebody say, in what I guess if you subscribe to a certain dirt sheet that had an interview with Jonathan Gresham, the whole rebellion angle with Gresham that we were wondering about was confirmed that Khan pulled them at the last minute.
Oh, of course.
Which we all were very obvious to say, but I know there was the injury angle, and at least he didn't have him on AEW TV like immediately right after to kind of sell it, but that's not doing business. And guess who did business? Deanna and Morrissey. TJB, I'm with you here. Lockdown. That's what I want to see return.
Oh, I'm sure it will. It's just
once again, that was supposed to be in Windsor. Did not happen, obviously. That was the first event canceled back in March of 2020.
They're probably going to save it for that, honestly.
I could see them saving it for it. But speaking of, who was also going to debut at that show was going to be the return of Taylor Wilde, the re-debut.
Yeah.
And I know she keeps hitting like that. She's going to come back to wrestling. But then I also saw today that she's selling her most recent gear that she had. So I'm not sure what to think now. Is she coming back to wrestling or is she not? And if she is, but who knows? That's been so long ago now. She just might want new gear anyway. We know a lot of the Impact roster goes through gear pretty quick.
Yeah, look at Moose. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Thick Mama Pump.
Yeah, to use. We got everything squared away. Yeah, there was a connection that wasn't there that tried to get started, but it seemed to resolve itself within a couple hours. Poor J-Bone.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah,
it's water under the bridge. It was dealt with. Unfortunately, it happened, but we did our best to just defend the brand. You know,
yeah, because it wasn't the brand, obviously.
No, it wasn't. It was not a burner account or anything. And
like and all it takes is one person to suggest an idea like that, and then people start running with it.
Right. Like, why can't people start fake stuff like, oh, J-Bone's, rich and famous, and we what? Huh? Oh,
that's not social media, J-Bone. No positivity. Yeah, what's the shirt we're working today, J-Bone?
This is Slayer.
Oh, Slayer. Okay, it was.
We're in a
Slayer. Can never go wrong with Slayer.
Yeah.
I got my Candice LeRae shirt from back in the day. That's mimics Slayer. It says nice. LeRae, but it looks like Slayer font.
Look, and just I'll say this, and this is all I'm going to say. If someone like Sean Ross Sapp and his brand wants to start an Impact Wrestling podcast and or review on the Fightful brand, hey, whatever, that's fine. He's covering it. Yeah, does he give out spoilers and stuff? Yeah, but whatever. Who doesn't? Seriously, who doesn't?
Just us.
He's one of many. Well, yeah, we don't, because we don't like him, but whatever. But if he wants to cover Impact Wrestling, far be it from us to be like, no, you can't do that on Thursday nights. Thursday nights are us. No, we are not the biggest.
Same thing. Like, yeah, do we like bringing interviews to people and stuff like that? But obviously, they get they probably get more interviews with Impact talent than anybody, as well as put the different news out there. So it doesn't hurt. Like, you want as much coverage as possible. The old phrase, like, any news is beneficial. It's good news. Any news is good news. Like, the only thing I always say is if it becomes something to just maybe just mock. Like, back in the TNA days, there were sites, websites, and all dedicated just to ripping on Impact TNA back then. Right. As long as it doesn't become something like that, which it doesn't seem like it would today, that doesn't seem to be the style of most of these, then it should be fine. And that's more eyes, more like everything else. Like, me and J-Bone go back with a lot of you to the Twitch co-streams. Did the Twitch co-stream technically hurt us at TNI by being eliminated? You betcha. But did the YouTube stuff overall help the company get to more people across the world? It did. So that's for the positive. We don't look at it as just us, right, J-Bone? We're about the brand.
Right.
Oh, T. Hughes here with the good eye. Did you see that someone with a good eye noticed that one of Medium's extras is the gut check winner? I did hear the gut check winner was there, so that makes sense. It's a very good eye.
So the ladies are just tearing it up.
And what do you think about the return of, I will call her Mia Yim, since that's what she wants to be called here. She was Jade her first time around, but Mia Yim back.
I'm happy. I'm happy about it. Like I think I said this last week or the week before for Under Siege. I don't remember a lot of her first run because it's a few years ago, and I was
the Dollhouse run and then more of a singles run.
Right, and she was Knockouts champ, right?
She was Knockouts champ.
Yeah. So look, her husband is in another place, so is she eventually going to probably leave Impact and go work with them? Yeah, and that's fine. Far be it from us to be like.
I think it might be more likely one day maybe he comes here to work with her.
It could be. She's starting out with a 6-month contract, but that doesn't mean that it can't grow. Look what Morrissey did. I mean, granted, he was in a much different situation than she was, but she's also, was dealing with personal things, family things, and helping her man. And God, this commercial, too many Christmas. So, I mean, who knows what she's going to do? Let's just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, I remember we were all kind of skeptical at first with Chelsea, the former Laurel Van Ness. We thought, all right, maybe she comes by, but it'll be a cup of coffee. She's been here the whole time, just like with Cardona, with Matt Cardona the whole time. And she's been very good. Like, I know it was a bad exit that first time around, but it seemed like she was professional in the meantime, working, getting back with everyone. And that Mia, I know she's, as soon as Under Siege, she said she's home. And really, this is where she made her big impact, literally, to start. Her like, she was wrestling already, but she became very well known in wrestling through Impact for the most part.
Yeah.
Like her stuff, that match with Rosemary, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Did you see someone with the good eye notice that one half of Mia Yim's extras is the gut check winner? Well, there's a few in the last few years. Are you talking about?
Well, yeah, they had a first. Were they technically co-winners this year, or a first and a second place, but both got contracts?
Right, and I'm not super familiar with them, but
they're more like Midwest guys than like. But so you may have seen them on an indie or something out in your neck of the woods. Hello, John.
Good evening, Mr. Rosado.
That sounds familiar. I feel like that's a name we've seen in the past, but not recently.
No, he's been in there.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack Price. Yeah, Price is one of the guys. There was two of them. And then obviously we know Shogun recently.
That's the one from like a few years ago that people keep asking.
That was the last gut check. That's the pre-COVID gut check.
Yeah. From up north. All right, back to the show. Knockouts in action, 3-on-3. Jordan Grace just tearing up the Knockouts champ. Slapping Tasha Steeles on the back, getting the crowd fired up, clapping. That's pretty funny.
Now, a little different setup if you're noticing at ringside, like kind of the commentators on the other side than normal. Like Penzers usually, they kind of flip them.
Oh, yeah.
And also and you got to remember this. I know I don't know how much I mentioned it before or not because I haven't been on with the travel, but this was not a big venue. So that's why they had the elevated ramp and everything.
The jackhammer. Pretty soon the crowd's going to start chanting, Jordan, Jordan. Just like
T. Hughes, I believe the cage was already, they showed pictures of it 2 years ago almost, when No Place Like Home was supposed to be part of WrestleCon. They had already made the cage. They posted it on the internet, being like, oh, and here's the penalty box. But then the show never happened. So I assume they're just using that cage they made. But I don't know who fabricated it. Larry D was with the company back then, so maybe. Mayor, come on. How bad was the Good Brothers Swinger Dice digital media match? That may have been my match of the year candidate. Come on. You get the swing, man? Yeah. I pop every time the swing man comes out. I start hearing the theme song, and I'm like, yeah. Before the show starts, I'm like, we want the swing man. Speaking of, while I was in Florida, I saw that Swinger is also doing his VIP party that he did last year at WrestleCade in November in one of the Carolinas.
Ooh.
I see he's doing it again. I will be going to WrestleCade, so I made sure to purchase one of the 50 tickets to that event that were available. So I'll be at Swingers Casino or maybe the Dungeon.
Ooh, careful with that Dungeon.
I believe they're also going to pick one out of the 50 people to accompany Johnny Swinger to the ring for his match at the card on that show. So I have a 1 in 50 chance of being the young boy for a night for the Swingman.
Ooh, that sounds terrifying. Come on, Jordan, make the tag.
Goes Curry, man. Curry, man. Curry, man.
He's fishy.
Yeah, Justin, I've never done the WrestleCade. I've looked at it every year. But I'm like, if I'm going, like, I got to go in and get in early, like when they have front row, like for like the front row package. And I was able to get it when it went on sale, whatever, a couple months ago.
How long has Mia Yim been wrestling?
Good question there, J-Bone. She was around a while on the indies.
Who is with the twerking? These ladies are so naughty.
Like, I know she was Combat Zone in like 2010, 11.
Right. Someone made a comment.
Then Shine,
that she
Shimmer.
MJF or something, or
yeah, that would kind of make sense.
Yeah, I thought that was someone else. Oh, Savannah Evans. Oh, look out, ref.
A TJB, are you going to push the card or apply the baby oil or tighten the bandana, Bill? Might have to do all three.
It's bone Dana.
But once again, that's a 1 in 50 shot.
Boy, if you're pushing the cart, man, that's
And what's everyone think of the card? I love the card.
I think it's hilarious.
This is the smallest card ever, WrestleMania 3 style.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Like, we didn't talk about the Gauntlet for the Gold, J-Bone, because that was he did the bushwhacker gimmick.
Right. I loved it.
You and Luke. I loved it. Yeah, I was popping all over the place for that.
He was in and he was out. Taya Valkyrie, man, she is. Eat the feet. I was like, whoa, lights out. What's happening? Oh, no, it's just the lights are.
I think a lot of people thought Taya might be showing up somewhere else last night, J-Bone.
Well, yeah, with Johnny Elite, it wouldn't have been a shock.
But it sounds like Johnny Elite may have only been a one-time appearance.
He's not signed because there was no big graphic. That's one thing I wasn't up for going live last night, but I did look all over Twitter because usually TK puts it out. And then All Elite Wrestling official shares it. It's usually how it goes lately. And there was no graphic. So.
But how about these additions to the Knockouts division lately? Taya Valkyrie, Mia Yim. Sad to lose, obviously, the inspiration. I think me and Jay are both pretty big fans. Very talented.
Oh, actors. Yeah. That was, yeah. But they're moving on to another part of their, entertainment career, whatever they're doing. Actressing, modeling, whatever. Kind of came out of nowhere, but.
I can't have locker room talk without the swingman as a co-host.
He might be busy in the dungeon. You got to remember that, Bill.
She's breaking kayfabe, Daddy.
Oh, speak of the devil. Look at that. And there's the cart. Oh.
Family show, J-Bo.
Well, that was a hot mess. A glorious hot mess.
I may have to own that cart one day, J-Bone.
It's how you're going to enter the show all the time. You just kind of like roll into the screen.
Critical Sting says locker room talk in one word. Spontaneous. We could say one word. Critical.
Yeah, it's something all right.
I did notice this. Always funny when people get something wrong on the internet. That Johnny Elite was Johnny Gargano on the official accounts.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
You wonder who's handling that account, not knowing what's going on there.
Yeah. It's like, whoops.
Because maybe there was talk at one point if he came over, they'd call him Johnny Elite instead of Johnny Wrestling. But I'll say this: that's a combo right there. Candice LeRae, one of my favorites. I like Johnny too, but Candice LeRae, going back to the world's cutest tag team, definitely one of my favorites out there. She had a few brief glimpses in TNA, but never stayed long term.
Yeah. I think that was in another time when I really wasn't watching much as well.
Oh, Mayor here saying that DirecTV having some issues right now.
Well, DirecTV sucks.
That's Justin. You're not wrong. I think he sprayed my coccyx. Needs to be a soundbite. Simply Steve, get on it.
That's what I thought he said. I was like, oh my God. Did he really say that?
Obviously, friendships play a part, but we've seen now significant others go to different companies. I think it's platforms. Obviously, there's money, platforms. You look at a lot of the women right now. I think they're seeing the options here. Impact is much more of a place that focuses with the Knockouts division as opposed to another company, which you might get a nice payday, but you're probably going to wind up on dark most of the time because they do not allow a lot of TV time for their ladies, sadly.
Yeah, and the roster is going to go through a lot of changes this year, so hopefully they can tweak that and improve it. But all right, back to the show.
To the big shoe.
Sabin.
We
love Sabin.
Yeah, T-Hughes, it's always been a positive, the touring schedule. But back in the day, that's how they got some of those real big names.
Oh.
Chat.
June 2003.
I love the history lesson. Hail Saban.
Hell yeah.
And that's for you, Trent, wherever you are. They're showing Asylum footage on Impact on Access TV.
I think they heard us. I know we've been critical of when they do stuff like this, but see, now it's appropriate.
Oh yeah, you got to do this. This is the whole point of having the footage.
Right. It's like, oh, what are they talking about? I've never seen that before. Boom, there it is.
You're talking about a match here that's 19 years old.
Unbelievable.
Oh, there he is. Been what?
Been what?
Critical. Oh, that's another part of news. Another very brief from the UK tour years ago in TNA. Will Ospreay, who's not been a fan of TNA Impact after that, kind of was always out to say negative things, but he mentioned very positive things about Impact recently. Which, once again, he's working the New Japans. I saw Will on Sunday. I think it's in his best interest to be more positive with the company. But I definitely could see him doing something with the company again. Hell, if Jay White's here a lot, I don't see why Will Ospreay couldn't be here, at least a little bit.
Well, and I look at it like this, and I've talked about this here and there over the last few weeks. We can't expect this Bullet Club stuff to like last forever. Like I said,
so it could transition into something else, yeah.
But why not? Okay, so if the Bullet Club is going to shift to another brand because we know that's coming up on another brand within the next month or whatever.
I still don't know how much they'll do of it, other than a little bit for the pay-per-view.
Well, that's the thing.
Because every time Jay shows up there, it's like a one-off, and he doesn't come back.
Right. It's been real minimal. It's not like it's every week.
It's not like Impact, where it is a huge storyline.
Right. Yeah.
Because they didn't do what Impact did with Chris Bay becoming a member.
So I wouldn't be surprised if, they do set up where Will Ospreay joins the Ultimate X or does something else. Who knows? So much fun. Those classics are great. It also highlights the great team of TNA and West.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of, I know you did an unboxing. I think I might have an unboxing. I think a little box finally showed up.
Oh, that's good. I was going to say, I know you were on the road a lot, but yeah, it's about time. Granted, it had to go a little
I assume stuff from that company shows up a couple times a year. They're not the quickest shippers. They're not the quickest shippers.
Oh, like if you order like an action figure, like that's an easy couple weeks. But if you're waiting on something printed, you're going to be waiting.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
Especially when they're printing out, 5,000 CM Punk shirts a week, Danhausen shirts, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the stuff they're knocking out because they produce like new T-shirts every week to kind of go with TV. So they took like a month to get out a T-shirt. That storyline could be dead by the time they ship it.
Right. I'm still waiting for them to put out the Jericho "I'm a Wizard" T-shirt. I can't believe they haven't done anything with that yet. Because he actually
J-Bone just tagged them. They'll make it tomorrow. Hey, we got
Eddie
Billy D in
Kingston.
commercials. Billy D. J-Bone.
You're right. Eddie Kingston, I'm going to throw another fireball at your face because I'm a wizard. I love Jericho. He is so good. Now, what happens if you know, all these things they advertise on here? What happens if you use your Keeps and Blue Chew all in the same, you know?
You're going to have a good time, J-Bone.
Yeah. Like, you're going to have to,
For a long time.
You have to, like, tag in a friend, I'm guessing.
Tag in a friend. Hot tag.
Hot tag. Then you get the warning of.
I did hear that they just announced for that PPW in PA that I've been going to, Chris Bay, Rich Swan, Saturday. I think I'll be finesse clubbing it Saturday. They had already announced for the show in June, the Godfather is going to be there. And he had a certain train. Let's just say if you did that, you could use a train.
And even still a Rich Swan gimmick all night long.
Not long. All night.
The Wizard of Foz. I love it. I absolutely love it.
The Wizard of Foz.
And by the way, the designs are done and okayed for the first Sabinite Classic Sabin Section t-shirt.
Oh, very nice.
It's going to be a 2-sided shirt. Hopefully Pro Wrestling Tees can help us with that, because I know they're a little wonky about, you know, what you can do and what you're allowed to do. But yeah, so the designs are set. I have emailed them off to Trent, because Trent takes care of all the pro wrestling. I would go Eric Young. I love this. Don't fire Eric. I love that gimmick. He really has done everything. Oh! Throwing shots at Vinnie McMahon. VBD. Ooh.
Future Hall of Famer, Eric Young.
Yes. Good promos from both.
A lot of people asking, who do you think will be in the Hall of Fame this year, since we're halfway through the year? And are they going to announce anybody? I definitely, no doubt they'll announce somebody. But when would they announce it?
Don't they usually announce it at Slammiversary and then they like do?
Yeah, they build it up for Bound for Glory,
depending on who it is and what's happening.
So probably Slammiversary, or maybe tapings shortly after.
I mean, they're going to have, you got to imagine they're going to have some surprises. So, there's got to be some kind of announcement that goes along with the surprises.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a number of surprises. Now, once again, are probably mainly by video, with some people showing up in person.
Right. I mean, you can't have everybody, every classic face and name under the sun showing up. I'll take it.
You can have them do very small snippets.
I'll take it. Okay.
Like this is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And that's one that may appear because he is so special. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince McMahon okays something like that. But duck those bullets. If he comes across as like a 2-minute video, hey, whatever. He was allowed to to do that then, and that's I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna expect miracles, Hey,
now
we got Mike Bennett back. We got that kind of miracle. So
there we go. And I still believe. I'm looking here. T. Hughes mentioning the Good Brothers mentioned their contracts are up on July 17th on their vlog. But I think today, or maybe it was yesterday, I think Ace Austin, I think it was, may have put something out there.
It was a comment about like
money, was it about Will Ospreay and the money for the contract or something? And it's like, they got enough money to re-sign the Good Brothers.
Right. So yeah, if you let that slip,
I don't think that was ever really in question, honestly. I know a lot of people, anytime contracts are, but they're going to do the Impact New Japan thing. That seemed like it always was going to be the case.
It makes sense. It just makes sense. Impact has been very good to him.
And I think it's been both ways. They bring a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
I would hope Jared and Miss Dixie or some
yeah,
part
Mike
of it.
Bennett. Bennett's wearing a TNI cap there. Yeah.
It's a beautiful cap.
Actually, he bought one of those stickers and stuck it on his,
See, this is the thing I miss when I'm at the shows, is not being able to listen to Marie on commentary.
The commentary is fun. It's not like going to the baseball game where you can listen to a great radio commentator while you're watching it live. It's
Agree, James Storm has to play a part. He was recently here, so it would make sense.
Yeah, and is hopefully one, if not both, of his former tag team partners.
Well, this is not a spoiler since he was out there in the public, but at these tapings, Chris Harris was here. He attended these tapings.
Oh.
It's like, hey, that's Wildcat.
That's pretty awesome. And that was down in, now which one was that?
This was Kentucky, Ohio that we're watching tonight.
Oh, okay.
He was at these tapings, Under Siege tapings.
Gotcha. Good tag team wrestling here. Got to think that the future of the tag team division is in pretty good hands if you got guys like OGK in there.
Yeah, definitely.
And congrats to Maria Kanellis. They just launched her women's wrestling army. Is that what it is?
Yes.
WWA. The website with the subscription service. There's new content on there. You subscribe for $7.99 a month and you get access to it.
Nice.
Carl Anderson just getting clobbered here. Anderson barely kicking out of that one.
Yep, he did a podcast with the Good Brothers. Chris Harris, while he was there, he was on the vlog. Oh, and what happened to Elix Skipper? He is completely out of the business. Yeah, I know what some very sad, I think, family problems. I think that kind of took him out. I've not heard from him in a long time.
That can weigh on you, you know.
But it would be nice, like, if they reach out to some people you're kind of surprised by for Slammiversary. Like, does even like a short, like a 10-second video of Vince Russo appear? Who knows?
I think that'd be great. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Waiting for Kaylon.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, very nice. That's a little too much information, J-Bone. Your Brian Alvarez gimmick?
Bruh. Killed me. Just killed me.
It's like Johnny Bravo. He was all over you.
You're right. Ooh, huge chop to Bennett. Spine on the pine. Jeremy Borash. Oh, huge takedown from Gallows. One, two, no. Come on, OGK. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge list of people from back in the day that you'd like to see, you know, mentioned or respected or something.
Yeah, and I think you'll get a good amount of them.
One, two, no. Double teaming the big man here. Oh! Oops.
Whoops.
Miscommunication is right. Look out. Ref. Oh no. Splash in the corner. Oh. Taven's gone. Uh-oh. Maria distracting the ref.
Oh.
She's there's Carl.
That Carl.
I love it. It's classic. Man, Carl falls for it all the time. Oh, she's in the ring. Oh no. No. Oh, Bennett spears her. No.
That's in right, J-Bone.
Oh. Carl Anderson's fault. Gun stun. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my
Still
God.
treats her like a champ, J-Bone.
Oh, the shenanigans. Carl Anderson just looks down at her like, oh, that was too funny. Boy, she took that spear like a champ. Like Carl Anderson's got all those hot Asian wife tees out there. Bennett's gonna come out one with a hot redheaded wife or something.
Oh yeah, there's been previous shirts. There was the sitting on the ring rope shirt. I remember that. That was an infamous one.
Folks, if you don't know, like, the shenanigans that we're talking about, the old school shenanigans that happened between Carl Anderson and Maria Kanellis, you gotta look up old New Japan clips on YouTube, and you'll see some funny stuff. And this is back when AJ Styles was in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he was champ and all that stuff. And the original OGK was they were tag champs, or they were going after the tag belts or something. But yeah, fun stuff.
That's the good stuff right there.
Yeah,
I still say best foul weight in the business is Maria.
I like some little goofiness in my wrestling. That's okay.
Gotta have that mix. Can't just be all serious.
Can't be all, blood and guts.
Can't be all blood and guts. Can't be all serious. Gotta have a nice mix.
What the hell is this? Commercial was about beavers and what?
Beavers.
It's just goofy.
Beavers. We don't need no stinking beavers.
Beavers and wood and something. I don't know. Sounds like something that's going on in the dungeon.
Hey-o.
Hey, family show. What? Little over a settle down. Don't blame me. Blame these commercials.
Blame the commercials. Blame
Stains
the
on
commercials.
shirts, beavers and wood, and my God, what are they doing? Keeps and Blue Chew and
Blue Chew.
Dear God.
Where's our Blue Chew sponsorship, J-Man?
Oh, it's coming. I mean, whoops. It's Chimney Christmas. Whatever happened to that other one we were supposed to?
I don't know. It seems like I heard about it, and then I never heard anything else about it.
I think it's one of those things that life happened, and you get distracted by the, hey, what's over here? Oh, life. Oh,
we might have to go back and be like, hey, you guys, hey,
remember?
Still want to work? Still want to work with us?
I'm leaving that one up to Trent. I gotta talk to him about that. Trent was taking care of that one.
We're not
Trent,
taking
what
care
are
of
you
it.
doing?
He's too busy controlling his narrative.
Right? What are you doing?
I see mentioned here Jonah. Billie Jean's here. Hope Impact renews Jonah's contract, brings back Rachel Ellering while they're at it. She's so good, I miss her. But I did see Jonah as well this past Sunday on the New Japan show. It was good to see Jonah. So he's back, obviously, in the country. I know he had went back home for a little bit after the last set of Impact he was at.
Right, and that's just understandable. I mean, his home is all the way in Australia, so
it's down under.
It is, and it's nice that he's, that he's able to travel back and forth. Because a year or two ago, there was none of that. So it just shows that things are improving around the world. It's just slow. So just got to take it for what it is right now.
It's getting better. All the time.
Sammy Callahan.
Oh, Sammy.
It only makes sense that he's aiming all this at Moose. If you paid attention to his social media at all over the course of the last year, it's all F you Moose. Date with the Death Machine. Justin Miller with the super sticker. Thank you, brother. Oh, Masha Slamovich. Hey, it's been a minute. Whoa, what is she wearing? My goodness.
J-Bone's scared.
I'm mildly terrified. No, this is cool. She's got like a... It's like a Japanese mask or something.
Looks like Shogun's mask.
Yeah, there you go. Shauna Reed? Since when did they start allowing 15-year-olds in a wrestling ring?
Whoa.
Oh, my God. Her head just landed in the front row. Bill almost caught it. Jiminy Christmas. Oh. This match is going to be over before I write my notes down on this. Big boot to the face.
Big boot.
1, 2. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Now it's over. The snowplow. The most devastating move in the Knockouts division today.
Well, what are you, channeling Bison or Lord Alfred?
I don't know.
Somebody. Well, thank you, Punk, for the super sticker.
There's another super sticker. Thank you, brother. What was her name? Shauna Reed?
Reed. Yeah. Not Donna Reed. Shauna.
The granddaughter. Uh-oh. Lights out. Something's happening. Oh, here we go. You knew it was going to have to happen like one of these times.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. was going to say Havoc going nose to nose, but she's a little taller.
A little tall.
Oh, Masha's just giving it to her. Uh-oh. Forehead to forehead. Oh, boy. I like it.
Everyone's been wanting to have a legit opponent. Doesn't get more legit
Than Havoc.
And this was the last person that challenged for the Knockouts title.
Yeah, right?
Under siege. So going from number one contender to Masha. So we're approaching the final 30 minutes here.
We are. We got, what do we got? The tag match, right?
Got the rematch for the
Briscoes.
for the straps.
Check out this Liberty Mutual commercial. It has absolutely nothing to do with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
First rule of advertising: don't talk about the product.
Right, I guess that's what like they're all about now. Unless it's like Blue Chew, where we're licking helmets and
Licking helmets.
yeah.
Sounds like the dungeon. Hello.
Oof. I don't want to know if there's like Blue Chew in the dungeon. I just.
No cats tonight, J-Bone?
Locked them out.
Locked them out. Showed them the door. He said, hit the road, cats. Don't you come back. No more.
But at least the one is a little more well-behaved now.
That's good.
We had some great numbers on our throwback.
The final throwback.
For the final throwback. I mean, not that we're never going to do another throwback on something, but as far as...
Well, the final NWA TNA Asylum
series.
era.
Right, yeah. So, thanks, everyone who joined us on that journey, and I'll probably mention that again in the review. Had some nice little conversations with First Saban Night while we were working on the merch for him, and
nice.
That was one of the best things about going on that journey is you meet people that were actually there and could offer a little, not necessarily behind the scenes, but just experiences.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Some real insight on what it was like back then.
Yeah, because I know as we both watched them, Trent and myself, but neither of us made it out there those first couple of years to the asylum. We didn't get to the asylum until homecoming when they went back.
Yeah.
Luckily, before it was torn down, but
yeah, right.
Michael McDonald did. It's sexy.
It's just making me hungry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's opening the box.
Oh.
He opened the box and there was a bright light. Steiner. Hey, they showed CM Punk. Nice. Bully. Kurt. Oh, so many great faces. There's no place like home. I love that they use what's his name? The famous promo voice passed away last
Barry
year.
Scott.
Barry Scott.
TJB saying maybe the whole promo is for reforming of Team Canada. I've talked about it for a while. It wouldn't shock me.
Trent is everywhere. Oh. 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 I like that. Never forget, Morrissey's hard AF.
The hard AF shirt. You gotta love
it. Oh, that's next week.
Next week.
Masha versus Havoc. Trey versus Shelly. Ultimate X qualifier. Oh my God. Jordan versus Chelsea. Oh, next week is stacked, Danny.
Oh, Tanahashi versus Ishii. Saw both of them this past Sunday. Tanahashi, one of my favorites.
Now that was in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
The 23. 100?
Yep. 2300, the old ECW.
How was that show?
Oh, it was excellent. It's Big Joe.
Joe is ready. Look at that freshly spun Wookiee. The Briscoes.
Reach for the sky, J-Bone.
Now that's their entrance music from Ring of Honor, right? Or one of them, isn't it? They've had a few over the years.
I think it's one of the themes.
So it's Joe and
Diener.
Diener. Okay.
Titles on the line.
So, and we're going to talk about this. Kind of has to do with this match and a certain flag that's being sold.
Yeah, I know what I was kind of hearing through her thing, but I didn't take that away from it.
Okay.
I had a different feeling. I think just like every other merch. Sell something,
right.
Get a new one.
Okay.
But obviously, if a certain Team Canada were to return, that would maybe change things. Because then the leader of EBD might not be. Bill should sew a few fake dreads to a headband and be a Briscoe bro. Kind of like the old Enzo things they used to have.
Oh, God. Oh, with the hair standing up? Oh, that was great.
Do one with dreads for the Briscoes. And Vincent.
Hilarious.
Gray dreads. I like it.
I could definitely pull that off. So apparently, if you use Harrelson's own CBD, you're going to see floating coffee cups, pizza, sandals. I don't know if I want to try this, Bill. It's a little spooky. I don't know if I want to see floating pizza. I'd like to eat pizza. Using the stuff would probably
like
given
dream,
me. What's that?
Sounds like the dream. Floating pizza?
Something.
To see pizza? You'd be like a fish in an aquarium. Give me pizza.
Oh, I'd be like running into walls going after floating pizza. Happiness in a bottle.
Everything says it's happiness in a bottle these days, J-Bone.
Oh, boy.
If you're watching live, hopefully you hit that like button.
Yes.
You smashed it.
And if you're here for the first time, you're digging the content, smash that sub button too.
But that's not it, because this is just the beginning of the night, J-Bone.
It is. That reminds me, I got to send the invite.
We got a whole review of this show coming up moments after the show ends.
That's right.
TJP, I don't know if he does, but he should. Because Tracy Brooks does do alternative commentary for Impact pay-per-views. Along with what? SoCal Val. And somebody else. Who's the third?
All right, here we go. Briscoes versus VBB.
I thought it was Tara, but I wasn't positive. So definitely maybe see them. It's Slammiversary, I would think.
Oh. Mark Briscoe's going to have to use a little extra redneck kung fu on Joe Doring tonight.
There's no amount of kung fu that can stop Joe Doring.
I don't know.
Settle down, Jay. Don't even say such things.
Well, you know, they've never faced the Briscoes. You know, this is, well, I mean, they lost to the Briscoes, but it's still a new opponent, you know? How much are you going to be educated and they just like faced them, you know?
Joe did not lose that match.
But does he have enough to get that back? We'll find out.
We'll see.
Oh. I love hearing the response of the crowd towards the Briscoes. They've really accepted them.
Oh yeah, everybody loves the Briscoes. I love the Briscoes, but I got to root for Joe because he's Joe.
Well, you're holding a sign. If you don't root for Joe, he's going to rip it up. He's going to shove it someplace that's not going to feel very comfortable, Bill. I don't want to see you go through that.
Like the back of a Volkswagen?
Like a Christmas turkey. Splash in the corner.
TJB with Stone Pitbull versus Joe Doring at Slammiversary is an idea. You can't go wrong with Joe against any of those big hosses.
I'll take it.
I might have to put a lot of thought into my Slammiversary gear. What am I gonna? What do I do with Slammiversary? Do I wear a certain shirt? Do I go full Team Canada mode?
Well, how many vests do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4 vests. The Saban jacket. The moose robe.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Not sure.
It's Just say if you find a crossbody from Doring, one of the most devastating moves in the company. My God.
My gosh. EC3 jacket. I do have that as well. I was talking about only stuff. Oh, the Rip Scott Demore suit. I could wear that. I wore that.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I wore that on here. Did I wear that to a show? Did I do one show I went to live? I know I did at least the podcast once or twice with.
I know, yeah, you wore it live on the show here and there, or at least once. I think right after you won it.
I could do that. It's a possibility. We'll see. Could be a Scott Demore suit.
T. Hughes, yes, I saw that about Stephanie McMahon.
I forgot about this the Scott Demore suit for a second.
That's pretty funny. Get it all patched up and go.
Who knows if I ever go back to NXT and I know he'll be on the show, I could go El Phantasmo jacket.
Ooh.
Bring that back.
That's just wild talk right there. That's right. He's part of their roster, isn't he?
He is part of the roster. That's EC3 jacket. It was worn at the Control Your Narrative in Dallas. I brought that because EC3 was there. It is sad during his return. There was nothing ever with fans, so I could not show back up with the jacket at Impact. So he's got to come back again.
That's just true.
How do you feel, Joe Doring? How did it make you feel?
He didn't do a whole lot with the company, but that was also at that same time where everybody was hopping around because of Lucha Underground and
he was there to get over for the most part. That's what he was doing.
What did he do? Like X Division stuff?
Who? Phantasmo?
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, he did do some X Division stuff. But they stuck around longer than you think they did. They had a nice little run. And I remember it was me and a guy, Adam from Canada. Our goal was we're going to get Phantasmo over. That was our goal. We're like, this guy's awesome. Nobody else realized how awesome he is. So we're all in on Phantasmo going forward. And we were like, yeah, Phantasmo. Now it's Johnny Swinger. Yeah.
Right.
Nah, it's always Moose, Josh Alexander. There's more. We try to put everybody over. Everybody we like.
I was trying to share this in the Discord earlier today, and the Discord wouldn't let me, so I'll share it here live.
No.
This is, if you want to know how I was feeling earlier this week, this picture of Joe Doring is a perfect example of how J-Bone was feeling this week. Just trying to get through the week. That was me.
That's good. That is very good, J-Bone.
Just kind of, we're getting there.
Joe's the best.
Jerry, that's not the same Briscoe family. The
Briscoe?
Well, that's funny because a lot of people actually thought that the Briscoes were the sons of Jerry Briscoe. It's like, no, it's not. That's not how that goes. But they don't really look a lot alike. There's a reason for that.
That was probably the last commercial break, I would assume.
8 minutes to go. Yeah, definitely the last one. Definitely. Definitely last
Daniel
commercial.
Spencer main eventing tonight. Great to see.
Friend of the show. Multiple wardrobe changes. There you go. Just bring like a backpack with all the stuff folded in it. And like,
I've been known to do such things.
like, are you serious? That's great. Like
Well,
every
there
two
were times
matches,
where
change
I
a
would
vest.
switch out the T-shirt, which no one is noticing other than me, probably.
Ooh, there's a match I want to see. Eric Young versus Jay Briscoe.
Can't go wrong with that.
That'd be amazing.
Jay Triller.
Size 15 right into the side of the ribs of Jay Briscoe. Jeez. It's not looking good for the Briscoes tonight, Bill. Oh, I'm like, what are they going to do with him bent over? Oh, no. This is not good. Mark Briscoe getting antsy in the corner over there. Trying to get their crowd behind Jay. Jay's starting them out to come back. Here we go. Giving elbows to everybody. Hot tag. Here we go.
Well, hot tag.
Whoa. Some redneck kung fu to Diener and Doring. To Diener, Doring.
Chicken.
Oh. And Seguri did a big man. Oh my God. That was almost a hot mess. Oh, I love this. This is great. Oh, shit. He lets out a big old howl and just lets Diener have it.
Well, love the house.
Oh.
Hughes, not related to Wes. Wes is actually, though, he is the son of Jerry.
He is the son of Jerry, yes.
He is the son of those Briscoes. These Briscoes are not related.
No. Oh. One, two. Oh. Diener is tough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hot tag. Jay's in there. Oh, God.
Oh.
Briscoe just ate some ring post. Uh-oh. Hot tag the Doring. Look out. Jay Briscoe's in a bad place now. Oh, boy. I don't like this. Oh, Jay Briscoe trying to mount the comeback. Oh, my God. Spinebuster from... Jeez. No, kick out.
TJB wants Mark Briscoe versus Mike Bailey. Can't go wrong. Mike Bailey versus a ton of people are like great matches.
Right. Oh, jeez. Oh, super kick from Jay.
Right, that pounce. Joe does do a pounce. You gotta love that.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's old school, man. Pounce, lariat. Then he does that freaking flying body press. Kidding me?
Right, and he'll do stuff like that, but he doesn't like do like super lucha moves or
No, not
he
at
keeps
all.
he keeps it real for a guy his size, which is good.
He does big Haas moves.
He's sneaky athletic. Uh-oh, doomsday device. Oh, Joe's getting in a oh no, he's got Mark.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, I didn't think that was going to happen there for a second. Wow.
Shenanigans.
It is. Who's going to rescue the... Oh, here we go. Nice. Oh, here's where that 3-on-3 comes in. Josh Alexander and the Briscoes, the one that was advertised. There we go. Face to face in the ring. Josh Alexander and Eric Young. Love it. And Eric Young is deceivingly jacked. You ever notice that? Oh, Eric Young slowly pacing.
And it isn't like during his comeback, he's obviously been jacked, but he was jacked even like mid to late run in TNA.
Oh, yeah.
He almost got jacked, like when he was doing the most comedy stuff. He was in the process of getting jacked.
Yeah, because he'd run out in his underwear and was like, whoa, he's like totally muscular running around in his underwear. Is hilarious. So what's going on? Josh Alexander handing the tag belts to the Briscoes, and oh, here's the pointing. It's going to happen. That's a fun ending.
Good stuff. Canada versus Canada. Main event. The flag's coming out.
There you go.
I got to do it for somebody.
Pepe Dome. Okay. Not going to go into New Japan. All right, that is the live reaction. Great show tonight. We'll be back in a little bit on well, you just got to find the review link. It's out there. It's made. It's ready to go, ready to fire up.
You can just hang around.
Yeah. Team Twitch, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. And but yeah, thanks for those of you who gave us some bits and what do they say? Bits
Super
and bots? No, that's it. The super stickers, the super chats, and all that stuff. Thanks, and we'll be back in a little bit.